Okay, in today's video we are working on our Bohemian Dream Challenge, and you can take part in that challenge by joining our Facebook group, Junk Journal Junction. So this is Project 1, and it is called Bohemian View. So it starts off by taking an image from a magazine, and that's what I did here. And I use something that looks out into nature. I only have like country style, organic lifestyle magazines. So I don't subscribe to any other magazines. And so I had to just work with what I found inside of the different issues. So I pulled out different images that I thought would be cute to use on future projects. Whether I use it for this or not, Bohemian style, I'm not sure, but I thought I would just show you some of these images that were inspiring me. And so I'm keeping them in a little Ziploc bag, the quart size, or is this sandwich size? This is sandwich size, isn't it? Yeah, sandwich size. So for future project reference. Now, if you caught my first video that I did, I actually did project number 2. This was called a junk journal page over. So this was my Bohemian style. And if you're new to my channel, Markets of Sunshine, welcome. I'm Marsha. Thank you for being here with me today. So we are doing 2 different challenges here on my channel. So they're all part of our Facebook group, Junk Journal Junction, and you can join the description. The link is in the description below. I'm doing a 12-week series called Altered Paper Clips, and then my friend Linda Coker, who's also admin with me in the Facebook group, is doing a Bohemian Dream Challenge. So this is part of her challenge, and I'm trying to keep up with both of these at the same time. So every Tuesday is my Altered Paper Clips challenge, and then every Wednesday I am doing her Bohemian Dream Challenge. And if you noticed the image at the very beginning, you saw my video schedule here on YouTube. Monday is organizing tips and storage ideas for keeping your craft room tidy. Tuesday is the Altered Paper Clips series, which is a 12-week series, and we are on week 6 in that. And Wednesday is the Bohemian Dreams. I'm on project, this is 2 projects. She's done 6 projects so far, and I've completed project 2, and then this is project 1 here. Today I'm going to show you. And then on Thursday is my plan with me and practicing calligraphy with me. So it's kind of like a smorgasbord day of whatever is just a relaxing kind of a day. So it's not really an in-depth crafting day, but it's more of a planning, like I said, relaxing day. And, you know, so Monday through Thursdays is when you can find my videos. And so if you would like to follow along with me and join my little crafting community, please subscribe. And if you hit the bell, then you get notifications when I make a new video. All right, so this is what we're going to work on today. And I've partially glued these elements to a piece of cardstock. So the measurement of this is 5 3/4 by, I think it's like, yeah, by 6, because the fabric is I cut it and it's longer than the page, so the page is actually right here. So 5 3/4 by 6, and I was thinking of a 6 by 9 journal. That's usually about the size that I make my journals. And so I went through and pulled out all of the colors of fabric and trim from my stash that I felt were the bright colors or whatever trims for this Bohemian style. I'm completely new to this Bohemian type of crafting. I'm usually a very country, shabby chic, vintage farmhouse. If you've watched my videos, you can definitely say, yeah, this is definitely outside of Marsha's comfort zone. So, but, you know, Linda says, you know, be rest assured you cannot do it wrong, but just add a lot of bold, bright colors, texture, beads, bling, you know, that kind of a thing. So this trim here, I've had it in my stash. It's a vintage trim for who knows how long. And it's one long solid, you know, piece of trim. And then you can cut off these segments, you see. And it's sewn, you know, down the middle. So this was so pretty. I've always wanted to put it in my, you know, one of my projects. And because it's, you know, three-dimensional, it was always like, oh, I didn't know where, you know, what was I going to do with it. But today's video of this project, I said, you know what? This is kind of like, I'm just throwing everything in it. You know, it's just like, just put it all in there. Don't worry about it. Just don't hold anything back. Just go for it. So this is what I did. So these I haven't glued down yet. And I will take it over to the sewing machine and do some decorative stitching on it. So I used my glue stick. And I came in, first thing I did was put this piece of sari silk over here on the side. And I glued the image in the center, and I decided where did I want it to go on the page. Since it was a window, I didn't want it in the middle. I wanted it higher on the page. And then the little valance that was on it was very country. The whole room is wood on the walls, and not necessarily that shiplap, but you know, some other thing. And so I came in here now. I'm layering this whole window scene. So this is a window view, is the name of the project. And I put a piece of lace, and then I came in with this silvery bling that you saw me use on the altered paper clip yesterday. And then I added this batik, like reds and oranges and purples fabric here. And then I came in with this other batik here with some teal and green swirls and dots here to kind of pick up on this, what was going on in the picture here. And another bit of this lace here just to break up that divide. For curtain back, you know, sashes, I cut off this piece of vintage trim. And then I used another piece of batik fabric here. I have a lot of batiks, obviously, in my stash. Now, where I acquired these from was my daughter. So, before she was married, she, you know, lived here with us, obviously. And we would sew together, quilt together, do all kinds of stuff together. And so when we would go to the fabric store, you know, she was picking out what she liked and I was picking out what I liked. And then she left all her stuff here with me. And so now I get to go through and play and find it. And so as I was going through a bag and I found these beautiful colors, and I said, well, I think that qualifies for a boho in my book. And so I immediately, you know, went through, and what Linda recommended in the very beginning of this challenge was to go through your stash and pull out everything that you felt was going to fit with this boho, you know, theme. And that's what I did. So now on my little 3-tier rolling cart, you know, you can get those at Michael's or Joann's or some, you know, different places. I don't know if IKEA has one, but anyway. So on that very top shelf of the cart now is all of my fabrics and trims and what have you for this challenge right here. And so I love it now. So I just went through there today. So this pink fuzzy fabric, this is like a yard of this I have, was in there also. And it was just, you know, wrinkled and folded over. So I said, this is perfect. So I put this in here for some texture. So now what I will do is I will take this over to the sewing machine and do the decorative stitching on here. And then this page will be ready to go into a journal. So what I do is I just take the glue stick and I just put a little tiny bit of the glue stick. Don't use liquid wet tack, glue. Use the glue stick. I mean, trust me, it's plenty to hold it where you want it. And then, but what I like about it too is you can see you can move it around until you get it to where you want it to be. So I'm trying to get these two sides more or less even. Okay, so that's, yeah, I can feel a little bit of the glue there, but that's okay. And then when I go over to my sewing machine, then I don't have to worry about these pieces falling off. And then I can sew them into place. So that's pretty much it. I even put some right there. And now you have this beautiful embellishment that you can put in a junk journal, in a scrapbook, on a front of a card, as a happy mail gift. Any number of those it would work beautifully for. So I will, trim all this up, but like I said, I'll come in here with some decorative stitch. So then once all of that is stitched, these will be glued down, obviously. Then I will put this onto another piece of cardstock. And a great idea also that Linda had was take your piece of cardstock. Now, if I was going to use it as a card, it would just, fold it over card size, put it right on the front of that. Which you could still do that. I could make a mini journal out of it. So there's a number of things that I will, think about before I actually do put it, I'm not going to just slap it onto a piece of cardstock. But if I want to make a mini journal, which I think this would be a beautiful cover for a mini journal. I think it's too beautiful to put it inside of a journal on a signature page. For me, I want it to be the focal point on the cover or the card, whatever I would use it for. So whether I make it just a card to send to someone or make it into a journal to send to someone, then so that's where the direction I will go in. So I will take probably a 12 by 12 because by the time I fold that, so 6, yeah, this is almost 6 inches wide. So I'll need a 12 by 12, which I have in my stash, and I have a beautiful iridescent cardstocks in a very beautiful muted pastels by Anna Griffin. So I can take any number one of those, which there's like a bluish silvery one. I think that's the one I would go with. Even though there is a pink, but I don't want it to be the pink. I'll use the bluish silvery one, I think, because I want to keep picking up with that. And then I'll make the journal out of that one. And so it'd be a 6 by 6 journal, and it'll be beautiful. It'll be perfect. And then I'll just put my, make one signature to hold one signature, and then I'll put that inside of it. So that is beautiful. So that's the project. And once I get the stitching, I'll come back and show you that, and then we'll make it into the journal. All right, so here we are with all of the decorative stitching. So what do you think? I like it. I went around here with this leaf pattern and zigzagged the whole way around the page, and then tacked this down with a little bit of the leaf pattern, left this flowy, flappy. So now all I need to do is glue in my two little cute little pieces up at the top. Put it right across the corner. I'm just using a little bit of glue. Now I'm going to come in with my handy dandy If you haven't seen me use this before, this is just a regular fabric dressmaker's marking pencil, but it has this really nice hard plastic brush on the end. So I use it just like you're seeing me do, and I just come in and mash that. So since it's plastic, it won't stick, and then I can wipe any glue off, or if I was using it in something I painted. Obviously it needs a little bit more glue. That is definitely not going to hold. Alright, so we're going to have to come in here with a little heavy-handed on this. I do find that it depends on the fabrics. I don't know what it is about them, but they just like absorb the glue. And then it's to that itself, and then it won't stick to what you're wanting it to stick to. So as you can see, I had to come back through with a lot of that tacky glue. I did buy the, what is that, art glitter glue, but I believe everyone said they use that for paper to paper, not fabric. And then I had a bottle, where is that, somewhere, of Fabra, where is it? Let me get it over here. I do have this Fabric Fusion, but that didn't work. I mean, that stuff's worthless. So I will try, let's see, if this doesn't work here, I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't. I mean, I've used that tacky glue for everything. Let's see if that's holding. Must have just needed to have a lot. But anyway, this is such an unusual, decoration. You can't just come in here and mash it. But because it does have these little openings, I can come in from side to side and then work on it. So that's what I'm doing. And I wouldn't want to lay anything heavy on it, because that would really squash, and I don't want to lose this beautiful shape. All right, so I'm just going to leave it be. And if you use Fabric Fusion and you find it to be good, let me know. But like I said, and I don't know even why I had it in my stash. All right, so there we are now. That's the finished page. So let me get the decorative cardstock I told you that I was going to use. Okay, so here's the two colors. I don't know if you can see how pretty shimmery that is. And here's the pink. So now let's lay them up against both of these, and let's see. Now this is going to be, I'm going to make it into a mini journal. So what do you think? See, that would be pretty with that on the inside. That looks really pretty with that, because it definitely picks out the blues immediately. And then on the pink, you see what I mean? It just immediately fights it with the pink. It just, no. It's just absolutely screams no. So we're going to do it on this. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold this over, and we're going to get our bone folder, because we want this to be a really nice, good crease. And I'm just getting these lined up top and bottom. And then this is what I do. I come in and I just mash it in the center first, and then this paper, you got to be really careful with this paper. This is the only thing I found about some of her cardstock also. This is the double-sided. It's very touchy. That's the only word I can think of. So I'm going to put it inside this wax paper and see if I can. So I'm not going to fold right on the cardstock. I'm going to use the wax paper, because you saw how it wrinkled immediately. But if you notice with all of her cards, you do a lot of layering and embellishing, so it obviously will hide that flaw. But see, look at that. You would have to do something, because, I mean, no matter how you fold this thing, it's going to do that. Now, I wonder if I would have scored it first on my scoreboard, if that would have eliminated that. I will try that next time, because it just came to me to say, hey, why didn't you use your scoreboard? But we shall try that. Now, I'm going to lay this over here. And as I said, you see, now you have this. And I want it to, I didn't want it to be the exact size. I like that little bit of an edge showing. All right, so now we're going to, just lost one. Oh, lost them both. Oh my goodness. Where did he go? He's not under the cutter. Where did it go? Okay, he fell on the floor, but I saved him. So I will try this. It says permanent fabric adhesive. Now, the thing about this, it seems like it was something. Okay, let's read these. And apply an even coat of glue to fabric or embellishment. Press onto garment if needed. Hold in place with tape or pins until set. Let dry 2 to 4 hours. Washable after 48 hours. All right, so I won't do that right yet, because I'm not going to be wanting to wait 2 to 4 hours before I can handle this. And I believe, if I remember correctly, that has a strong odor. So now I love it like this. So I am just going to move you little guys over here. Naughty little things. Okay, and we're going to glue this. So see, now all of this decorative stitching will not be seen. And then I can still sew in my signature, because I always, when it's one signature, when I use one signature, I sew it right on the sewing machine. I mean, there's no reason to go through that rigmarole, in my opinion. So just, you know, learn one thing from me. When you hear me say things, please don't take offense. That's just how I see things. And I say it like it is, okay? In a nice way. I mean, I'm not saying anything mean or rude or anything else. I'm just saying, to me, it's rigmarole to poke the holes, get your needle out, and sing. You know see what I'm saying? I just don't have the patience. It's a patience thing, you know. It is. It's a patience thing. I just don't have the patience for that. All right, so now let's take this, and I'm going to open it up. Alrighty, dighty. Now we're going to come in here, and we're going to place him right there like that. So beautiful. You know, I can see why Linda, you know, she's really into so many different styles. But I don't really think I've ever seen her do a country shabby style. Maybe she did. She might have had some. Oh, wait. Well, actually, not in her journals. I do remember some of her journals were, yes, she did have some journals that were very, very pastels and things like that. I do remember that. But when I first was acquainted, she did do a lot of, because I'll have to show you the purses I have of hers, and the Bible cover, and the notebook, and can you tell I'm a fan? All right, so now, oh, okay, see, I'm loving it. Linda, what do you think? Tell me in the comments, how did I do? Am I getting the feel of this thing now? I mean, you know, it just, I think it's beautiful now. What do you think, Annette? What do you think, Ellen? Christina, tell me, do you like it? I think it's so pretty. I really, really do. I love it, you know. And what I love about it the most is that I can still do it, and it's in the way I like. Because she said, there's nothing wrong. There's no right or wrong way. So I like that I was able to incorporate this beautiful, you know, to me, country theme, farmhousey window, and then around the whole thing make it bohemian. Now, if you could see my bedroom, you would say I have a mixture of bohemian and country in my bedroom. And it didn't occur to me when I was going that route. And I do have a video over on my Sunshine Homemaker channel. And I believe I do show you the decor in my bedroom. Now we're getting ready. I say we, my husband. Of course, you know, I'm the one that picks it all out, but he's the one that executes it. It's such a wonderful, isn't that a lovely thing? See? All right, so I put a lot of that. Okay, but I'm not going to touch it. Okay. And you got to let this set now for 2 to 4 hours. Oh, good grief. It's like, come on. Okay, I'm going to follow the instructions. All right, and it did say to tape it, but I'm going to use the wax paper. I'm just going to go like that. And I'm going to figure out, what can I do? Okay, I'm going to have to set something. It said tape or pen. I wonder if that's too heavy. Yeah, that would be too heavy. Okay, let me get my, oh, this will work. Ooh, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to put the stapler, okay, and hopefully it won't mash it out of shape. So you've already seen it, and it looks beautiful. So now that's going to have to sit for 2 to 4 hours. Oh, my word. What time is it? I don't even know. I think it's like 1 o'clock. So this will be ready for me to handle again at like 3 o'clock. So I'll come back in at 3 o'clock. That'll be 2 hours from now. And we'll see how long it takes. Also, a note. By the time I make my videos, I just want to share with you, if those of you who are not video editors and producers, it takes a good 2 hours, mind you, by the time I use my editing software to upload the video. Okay, the process just for them is like an hour. Then once I get it, it's all done, and then I upload it to YouTube so that you guys can enjoy it, it's another hour for the whole system, for their software to process the video and upload it. Even if it's a short video, I mean, if it's 6 minutes, they might be able to get it done in half an hour. But when you are talking 15 minutes and 45 minutes and an hour, forget it. You're talking half the day just to be able to get the video processed so that you will be able to see it. So that's why my videos are always in the afternoon, because even if I started at 10 a.m., it is not going to be ready until 12 or 1 for you to view. And so it's not me, it's YouTube and the video software. So I wanted to let you know that. So that's why always hit the bell when you subscribe, so then you can, and always know Marsha's videos always come out in the afternoon. So anywhere from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, and it just, and I have, like I said, I have no control over how long it takes them to process my video and bring it to you. But I really appreciate you taking the time to watch and share and comment and like, because all that helps me to get found. And I just cannot thank you enough for liking my channel and hanging out with me and crafting with me. And I see the subscribers growing, and it just makes me so happy. And when we hit 600 subscribers, don't forget, I'll do another giveaway. So we're coming up on that pretty quick. Anyway, so tomorrow's video will be all about practicing with the calligraphy. And then we'll have our next video come Monday. So thank you so much for being with me today. Keep creating in the sunshine, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.